single day. I'm gonna make something great.
Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name is James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2018 Nissan Navara. It's a 2.3 DCI, 190 brake horsepower, automatic vehicle. It's done 106,000 miles and it's got full service history with 5 services in total. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be very popular, mainly because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here today with me in person. As a walk around the vehicle with you today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, scratches or dints, look at the wheels and the tyres, looking at the tread depths, looking under the arches, we'll look in the back, we'll have a look inside the vehicle, looking at all the functionality, we'll look at the seats, I'll even tell you what it smells like inside as well. When we've done that, we'll pop the bonnet, have a look at the engine, and finally we'll have a look underneath at the underside of the engine, the chassis, and of course the spare wheel. Now, once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you'd like to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. If you're looking to finance a vehicle, we will ask you for a deposit to cover the VAT because it is a VAT applicable vehicle. In some instances you can look to do a full lend and actually not put the deposit of the VAT in, but it will depend on you heavily and you will need phenomenal credit. An application takes about 5 minutes, so we can usually get your decision within around an hour. Unless it's a business lend, then it will take longer. It's also worth mentioning that once you've watched the video, if you think I've missed something or if you'd like to see something in a bit more detail, please just ask. There's absolutely nothing to hide. You may as well see it while you're sat at home comfortable rather than having a trek all the way along over here and potentially being disappointed. Right, so let's look at the bonnet and we'll start from there. I think it's in really good condition actually, to be honest with you. Obviously it's still a 2018 truck, so it's 4 years old, but it has been on UK roads, so it will have stone chips, and it probably will have marks and whatever, and hopefully I'll be able to show you anything that's on it. In regards to the actual vehicle, on the outset, it looks in great condition, to be honest with you. The bonnet looks in fantastic condition. And there is a couple of stone chips, that's probably the worst one. It's like a little stone's bounced up and hit it. There are a couple more just on the front there, nothing serious at all. A couple more there, and then a couple there as well. I mean, look at it from that point of view. What's that, 2 foot away? You can't see them. So they're not bad at all, obviously trying to be honest with you. So, driver's side, headlight and front bumper. I was going to say the stone chip is not. Obviously there's going to be stone chips. I try and point out the ones I can. There are a couple of little tiny ones there, but hopefully you can see and appreciate from that there's nothing serious. There's a bigger one there, but it's not massive. And then obviously the passenger side headlight, and again all in nice clean condition. So a bit of a watermark on that. Passenger side front wing is in nice clean condition. And there's no obvious marks or dents, everything looks nice and clean. Passenger side front wheel and tyre, wheels in good condition. There's a couple of bits of curb mark there or lift on the laser edge. It's not bad anyway. It's a Continental tyre. There's lots of tread. I'd guess there's probably about 8mm, maybe a bit more. Under the arch is nice and clean. Everything looks good. Passenger mirror back's in nice clean condition. There is a light rub mark on that. It's actually coming off, I think. Not sure if it is or not. There is a rub mark on it anyway. It's not bad, but it is there. Windscreen is in nice clean condition. I can't see any stone chips or cracks. Over the pillars. Pillars are in nice clean condition, as you can see. Roof's in nice clean condition. Being really critical on the edge of where the windscreen is, there's a couple of little blobs. They're not serious, but they are there. Obviously you could touch those in quite easily and then they'd just be gone. So I always like to have a look at this view before I walk down the passenger side, simply for the fact that you can see there's no mismatch of colours on the paint, so there's obviously not had any damage or anything like that. And also you can see there's no misalignment of gaps. So down the passenger side, side steps in nice clean condition. panels all look really nice and clean. There is a very small dent just there. I don't think it's going to show. It is tiny, but it is there. Yeah, really nice and clean. There's a very small scratch there. It is tiny. Obviously this one's got a canopy. It's a truckman top. Arguably one of the best that you can get. They're not cheap when they're new. Nice bit of kit. It's got the open inside windows, as you can see. It's a perfect match on the paint, so it's probably been on there from new. It's probably one of the manufacturer ones, so they are really good quality. And as you can see, all three parts of the vehicle match perfectly in regards to the paint. The rear quarter, you will notice on these they've got two fuel caps. One's your fuel cap, the other one is the Yard Blue, so it is ULEZ or ultra low emission zone compliant. Really important for a lot of people coming into the point now, because obviously a lot of green air spaces coming up around the country. Passenger side rear wheel and tyre. Wheels in great condition. It's a matching Continental tyre. And yes, there's about 6 or 7 millimeters of tread. Nice and clean under the arch. Little view of the spare wheel under there. It's got a brand new Continental tyre on that as well. Passenger side tail lights in nice clean condition. There's no damage. There is a little bit of damage actually. There's a small crack in it there, but what I would say as a positive, it's not in this bit, which means that it's actually not impacted the actual space within. And as you can see, it's not misted and it's nice and clear. Tailgate, tell you what, let's lift this up. Tailgate, the actual panel itself is in nice clean condition. There are a couple of little dents just here. You can just see them. Other than that, there's nothing else. The spoiler lid, which is part of obviously the main vehicle, ignoring the canopy, you can see it would suggest that has actually been on there from new, because you can see as it goes up and down. Actually, it's got a bit. Oh, that's quite cool, to be fair. Someone's put some tape on there, so that damage, or appears to be a damage on there, isn't actually damage. So if you piggled that off, you can see there's an edge. Obviously that would be nice and clean under there, so that's good. So that it does suggest that's been on there from new. On the actual top of it, where you can slide stuff in, there's a couple of little marks, but nothing serious at all. Tailgate's really nice and light on these as well, so dead easy to do one-handed, as you can see, dead light. In the back, it's got the truckman liner as well. It's really clean in the back. It's obviously not had a hard life. It may have had a dog in it at the back at some point. As you can see, there's a couple of little marks in there, but it's nothing really. Everything's really nice and clean in the back of there. Good pneumatics on the tailgate as well. Rear bumper is in nice clean condition. You'll notice there has got parking sensors on this. It's got a tow bar and there's no damage on there at all. Tow bar looks new. It's the earlier style electrics. Driver side tail light is in nice clean condition. There's no damage, there's no misting, there's no cracks. Everything's nice and clean. Driver side rear quarter. A couple of stone chips just down below. There's a couple of stone chips just there as well. Nothing bad. A couple of very fine little marks just there. Someone's going to get a slap for not washing it properly, but that's just a bit of muck. I'm joking, obviously. It's bigger than me. This is the Yard Blue this side. Right, so driver side rear wheel and tyre. Wheels in great condition. It's a matching tyre. Matching tread depth to the opposite side, and it's really nice and clean underneath. Right, so let's go down the pillars. nice and clean, no damage. There is a very small little dint just there. Can you see that? I bet you can't. It is tiny. And the roof's in nice clean condition as well. So driver's side, again, no misalignment of gaps, no mismatch of paint, looks spot on. Right, so down the driver's side, really nice and clean. Side steps are in good condition. There is a small dint just there. Show up or not, just there. There's a tiny little mark above it. Other than that, there's nothing else. Everything looks really nice and clean. A lie, there is a tiny little mark just there, if you can see that. Other than that, it's good. Driver's side mirror back's nice and clean, no damage, no marks, mirror's intact. Driver's side front wing. And again, it's in great condition. Driver's side front wheel and tyre was in good condition, but there's a bit of lift on there. It might be a bit of curbing. Matching Continental tyre to the opposite side, matching tread depth to the opposite side, everything's really good. So it's got a full set of Continentals all round, and they're all in fantastic condition. Lots and lots of life left on them. So, keyless entry, keyless go. As long as you've got your key in your pocket, you can press the black button there, that will lock it and unlock it. And as long as it's on your person when you get in the vehicle, it will start as well. Driver's seat is fully electric. Bolsters are actually really nice and firm. Material's nice and clean. There's a couple of little marks in the material there. Not sure where that's from, but they are there. Driver's seat is fully electric. Seat works perfectly, it's really quick as well. And if you watch this part, you can pump the back up to make it more comfortable as well. So that's good. Very small little mark in the leather there. There's no overmats, I'll just put that muck on there. But yeah, carpets are in good condition. There is a bit of a heel mark just there, look, but nothing serious. Alright, let me just jump in. So, dashboard is nice and clean. It's free from any damage that I can see. There is a tiny little mark just there, I don't know what that's from. But yeah, really good condition. Passenger seat, bolsters are in great condition. Nice and firm. Material looks really nice and clean. Doesn't look like anyone's sat in it, to be honest with you. Roof lining's really nice and clean as well. There's no damage, no marks, everything looks good. Smells nice inside, doesn't smell like it's been smoked in, so that's good news. Steering wheel is nice and clean, there's no patchiness on it, all the stitching's intact, there's nothing out of place, it all looks all good. This one has got 2 proper keys and it's got 1 key for the canopy. It's automatic, so it's just a matter of putting your foot on the brake, pressing the stop start, and it fires into action straight away. Dashboard, you'll see there's no warning lights, probably maybe fuel's a bit low, but that's about the only thing. Obviously that's my handbrake, and I'm not wearing my seat belt. There you go, fuel level is a bit low. Set that one off, but other than that, there's no other warning lights on the dashboard at all. Steering wheel controls, right hand side is your cruise control. You can see on the cruise bit there, he's obviously been up and down the motorway, which makes a lot of sense for 106,000 miles. That's been used a lot. It's just worn away a little bit. Down below, you've got your voice command, and also you can answer and hang up your phone from there. If you didn't know, if you've got an iPhone, you can go into your voice settings, and you can press and hold that, and you can set that to Siri if you wish. Obviously, to stay inside the law, they're a bit funny about phones now, aren't they? Left hand side is basically your screen on your dashboard, so you can go up and down your options. As you can see, there's no warnings or anything like that. And also you can use it for your media center as well. So media center, reversing camera, it's 360-degree reversing camera to the left, and obviously your reverse image to the right for when you're hooking up. What I quite like about this system is not specifically the 360, it's quite cool. It's good obviously if you're parking against the wall front end, but what you can do is if you click on the camera button when you're reversing it, it gives you the left hand view. Obviously if you're on your own you can't see down there, so that's quite a decent view. But I also like the fact if you click the camera button and then go into drive, it will then give you the forward facing view, so when you go up against a wall or whatever, you know you're not going to bang your front bumper. Quite a nice system, to be fair. Works really well. Radio, you've got DAB, AM, FM, pre-populated DAB. Works really well. Nice system. It's also got its own, it's not Apple CarPlay, but it's very similar. So when you plug your phone in using the USB down below, you've got Facebook, you've got Google, and you've got lots of other apps that you can download on there as well. Normal map, decent size screen, works as you would expect. What I quite like about the Nissan system over people like, I don't know, Rangers for instance, the Navara one will tell you when you're going up to a 30 zone for instance, and it'll give you a little beep just to remind you in case you're going a little bit quick. So on that system it works really well. Obviously it's got Bluetooth and all the other bits as well. Heated seats in the front, has got aircon. I'll tell you what, let's just give that a go while we're on. And down a little bit.
At a pool party at Encore Beach Club in Las Vegas this weekend. What a life. Now we're not going to...
So stereo works fine, speakers are good, there's no distortion, everything sounds great. Armrest, nice and clean, no damage, everything looks good. Cup holders in the front. And your cubby hole you've got down there, you've got a 12 volt socket as well. You've got a 12 volt socket up above. Sunglasses holder, spectacles holder, whatever you want. And as you can see, everything works as you want it to and expect it to. It's all good. Switchable four-wheel drive, hill descent, and also lock and unlock your vehicle from there. Obviously you've got auxiliary and your USB down below. 7-speed automatic gearbox, 40 miles per gallon, achievable. Maybe even a bit more. It's going to depend on you and how you drive at the end of the day. Heated seats work perfectly. So switch those off. Let's switch the engine off. Yeah, like I said before, you know, if you think I've missed something or if you want to see something in a bit more detail, please just ask. It's not a problem. Absolutely nothing to hide at the end of the day. I'd rather show it you before you've left the comfort of your own home. Down by your knee, you've got your parking sensors. You can switch that off. Stability control. That's where you pop your fuel cap. And then obviously trip reset. And then also your illumination for your clocks is there as well. Down here is your bonnet catch. We'll pop that for the moment. Let's have a look in the back. Door cards in the back, nice and clean. Everything looks good. Tell you what, we didn't look at the driver's side one, did we? So yeah, the driver's side door card is nice and clean. There's no damage. You've got your electric windows ×4, window lock, door lock, electric folding mirrors, and also your mirror control on there as well. They all work, by the way. I've checked them. Yeah, so driver's side rear door card, nice and clean, no damage. Seats in the back. Again, I don't think they've been used. Really very nice and clean. No damage at all. And as you can see, carpets are superb. These do lift up and you can use the tether to hold it back. Underneath here, you have got all your tools and your jack and whatever else. It's worth mentioning that if this one's not for you, we do specialise in pickup trucks. Always got plenty on site. That's what we specialise in. So if this one's not for you for whatever reason, have a look on our website, justcomparecars.com. We've always got plenty in and there's always more arriving all the time. Passenger side door card is nice and clean. It's free from any damage. Everything's really good. I've got to be honest, I don't think this seat's been sat in. It's so clean and the bolsters feel like new. You do see this a lot. Companies use them as directors' cars, go up and down the motorway, do the miles on them. Obviously, they've got the manufacturer's warranty in place until 100,000 miles. Then, generally speaking, they part chop them in and get another one. Obviously, they're great on fuel, and obviously, you claim all the VAT back and the tax back on everything. It makes a lot of sense, really. Yeah, really nice truck. Drives great as well. It's worth mentioning that if you do like it, have a look on our Facebook page because there'll be more pictures of this truck in a different setting. You won't see them anywhere else. It just might give you that information that you need that might not be shown on the video, for instance. But yeah, everything's all good. Let's have a look under the bonnet. Hopefully you're still with me, I'm not bored you to death. So under the bonnet, obviously it's got full service history. It'll be in line with the manufacturer, so you know it's all in place for that. Turbo unit, you can see there, there's no oily residue around it, there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. Everything looks really nice and clean, fluids are clean into the correct levels. I think from my point of view, it's got that history, it's got backed up, all the fluids are clean into correct levels, and there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. So that's what I usually look for. Belts are in good condition, as you can see. And obviously that full service history backs it all up, so that's good. Let's have a quick look underneath. So again, you can see no signs of any historic oil leaks underneath. Chassis is in great condition, as is the exhaust. Everything looks good. So spare wheel and rear diff. So the rear diff is nice and dry, there's no weeping. So no signs of any problems there. It's a steel wheel, and as I mentioned before, it's got a brand new Continental tyre on it. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here today with me in person, and probably a little bit more. I have driven the truck, it drives nice, does everything that you would expect it to. But obviously you'll want to come and do that for yourself if you do decide to go ahead. Right, so thanks for watching and sticking with me. Really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe.